Okay, so the Tales of Crestoria chapter 7 part 1 came out a few days ago. So, Sophia, what did you think about it?
It was great. I really liked the whole story, and this new chapter was maybe one of my favorites, honestly. How about you?
Mm. Yeah, I really liked it too, especially that Misela had a kind of touching moment with her speech.
Yeah, it was great. I was really first. I was really shocked about the Sonia thing. Uh, her like massive sprite with the enforcer was so scary.
Mm. It reminded me of some of the Hellions in Berseria
Yeah.
and Cestria. Like Kao Moana. I don't remember her name, but she was like inside
Yeah.
of a tree also, right?
Yeah, it was similar, but yeah, I actually saw the leak of this Sonia sprite before the story came out. So,
Okay, and you never said
yeah, I
anything
didn't want to
about
say
it.
anything about it because I thought that, yeah, okay, I was like, this whole story is now spoiled for me, so I didn't want it to do it to you as well. But then when it actually happened, it didn't really bother me that much since it happened so early, and yeah, there wasn't like a huge build up for it or anything. It just kind of happened. So yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed that she, went back because I thought she would be such a scary boss like
Yeah, and I
that.
saw a discussion for it that some people wanted to like, they were angry at like, why doesn't she have like a 3D sprite that you could fight against, but they just used like the normal enforcers model. So yeah, it would be kind of interesting, but I don't know, maybe it would be too dark if she like self-destructed or something.
Uh, yeah, in Kanata's story, like he's just like decided to be a better person, but nope. First, I'm going to kill my sister. That wouldn't be great.
Yeah, but another thing about Sonia is the whole thing, like, I don't know, I don't understand it, like, why did she love this father character like that? Like, he was so awful before. Was he really like good person in the end, or like what was that about?
I mean, I think he was awful, but maybe because he was there for such a short time, we couldn't really see why Sonia and Kanata really thought that he was a good person and why they
Yeah,
loved
but I
him.
yeah, but with Kanata I understand it because it was like he wanted to have this outer appearance for like other people so that they would think that he's like noble person and all that. But so I understand that Kanata thought it because the other people in the village also thought that way. But then Sonia is there on the other side of the world. If he didn't really have like a good reason to pretend there, so I don't understand like why did he like take care of her and bring her in that place. Yeah, it's so strange. And is Sonia's mother someone else?
Yeah, uh, they look so similar. I would think that they have the same mother, but Kanata never mentioned the mother, so I don't know.
Alright. Yeah, and then yeah, because it didn't look like she lived with her like mother there. She never talked about it. So I don't understand like why is she there? Why did there was something about her father like leaving her there because there's some kind of spring that could help her eyes or something, but it clearly didn't work. So like why is she there? It was
Yeah.
so like weird. I hope we get some like clarity on that later.
Mm. And another thing is like, how long was she there all alone? like because she had this same sprite, so it kind of looks like she's been there like a couple of years at most. But where was she before that?
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it looked like she was like traveling with her father or something, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Kanata said
But, like-
something about, his father often being like on the road or something, and he was like waiting for him in the village or something. So maybe that was it. But he was traveling with Sonia for some reason.
I mean, yeah, why with Sonia and not like his older son, who would probably be better fitted for traveling for a long amount of
yeah,
time? But
I
also,
don't
like,
understand why, but I started to think that maybe it's because there's something special about Sonia, like why did these like crazy twins in the first place decide to use her for this thing? Like maybe she has some kind of special powers or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we know a lot about the cult that the twins are in, but maybe they have they have something that, like, why are they like apostles, and why is Sonia good for their plans and such? Maybe they have some kind of conditions that she just met for some reason.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's another thing because it looked like, the other like random people in this game didn't know about the whole cask religion thing. So it seems to be like a smaller cult, but then they were working with the king. So is the king also in this small cult that like normal people aren't part of? But then also like the twins, they have the like Vision Central symbol thing in their earrings, right? And then the goddess also had it
Yeah.
in her like staff. So are they related? So it isn't like a small thing that nobody knows about. They should all know about it if it's related to that Vision Central thing.
I'm not sure, because they did say that Kask is the goddess who gave everyone their vision thing. So then you'd think that everybody knows about the real religion, but I guess only a small amount of people are as crazy as the king and the twins, and I guess Eleanor.
Yeah, I don't remember really. Did Eleanor like speak about, her being actually part of this religion? Or like, I remember she said that she thought that the like Vision Central thing was just and good. It like helped the regular people to find criminals and that kind of stuff. But I don't know, was she actually part of the religion thing as well?
Well, I'd say Eleanor has a thing for joining suspicious churches who have an obsession with girls with very little clothes on.
Wait, what did you say? I think my thing like messed up. I didn't hear anything for a while.
Okay, well, my point was that both Velvet and Kosk are like barely clothed. And both churches are obsessed with this girl, and Eleanor is in that church. So
Yeah, but that's another weird thing because we haven't really like seen like churches or anything, and other like because these random people haven't ever even mentioned cask, so I don't understand it, the whole thing. It seems like religion doesn't like exist even in that world in like bigger way, because in other RPGs there's churches in every town and normal people are always talking about like these deities, but no one mentioned Cask, so I don't know what that means.
Yeah. When you told me a little while ago that Kusk was the girl who, I mean, we have been seeing images of her since the launch of the game at least, but I thought she was like Machina and not like a goddess. Um, so yeah, we haven't really seen anything about her in the story before now, except from the twins. But I think there has been churches. In the Luke's side story, didn't all the refugees go to a church? And also Cody's orphanage, wasn't that in a church?
I don't know. Maybe it was, but if it was, I don't really remember them like mentioning that it was Casquez church or anything.
Yeah, it definitely has a smaller place in the story than in other Tales of games where
Yeah, but we'll have to see what happens, because the other weird thing about her is that her design doesn't really like scream to me that she's like, you know, holy god or anything like that. She has like this weird like mini skirt and things like that. So it seems like someone, like there's maybe other like more powerful gods coming up next after her. I don't really know. Maybe she's like something, I don't know, entirely else.
Yeah, that was something that I was thinking about. The twins said like to Vicious that he was such a disappointing myth and whatever, which raises the question again, how old is Vicious? And if Vicious is some kind of immortal, not entirely human, could Cusk be something like that?
Yeah, well, we did
too?
see, you know, in the like promotional artwork of this chapter, like Vicious had this kind of other form or something like that. So I guess we'll see probably in the next part. But actually, another thing that, you know, is related to the twins is that they said that they built Machina. I was kind of surprised about that, because I first thought that Machina was going to be like someone really strong and like special, but then they said that, you know, they can build like thousands of her. That she's like just some random puppet to them.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of surprised when they said that this was a different Machina from the one that we saw in a Nation of Sin. So I guess we killed her for real. But yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier you wanted to talk about Nash. So what did you have to say about him?
Oh yeah. Basically that I want to see more of him in the next part of this chapter, because it was interesting that the twins dragged him along and then he went around lying to people about what happened. And then he was like, yeah, I hate Misela and Kanata from the bottom of my heart, but I don't want them to die and everything. So I want to know what he's been up to all this time. He seems to have some mixed feelings.
Yeah, I think probably the reason why they like dragged him there was because they said that they wanted to make Kanata be like the great transgressor or something like that, because they were like not satisfied with Vicious's like performance or something. So I guess that was the reason, because they knew that like Nash would have history with Kanata, so maybe they thought that Kanata would go like berserk if he saw like Nash blaming him or something. But it was so, I don't know, it's so weird. I don't understand why he's so angry. He should like understand, you know, that Cody was his name, right? That Cody was terrible person and all that. So why is he like so upset with Misela and Kanata now suddenly?
Yeah.
That's kind of, I don't know, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, I could kind of get that he's upset with Misela because she, somebody died in the fire, she said. But why would anyone who knows the truth about Cody be upset that somebody murdered him?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I don't understand, honestly.
But yeah, did you have anything else you wanted to discuss?
Yeah, well, what I was thinking was, like, what do you think is going to happen next, in the next part?
I don't remember where we left.
We left off, when Cask like started to descend from the skies.
Oh right. Oh my god, yes, I really want to see her. She's so beautiful.
I like her design a lot too, but it's
cool
I have seen like discussion that some people weren't like happy with her voice. So yeah,
Her
because
voice?
in live stream like couple weeks ago, they had Machinas and her like voice actors there. So some people didn't like her voice. So I'm also like looking forward to that, like what she's going to sound like then.
Okay, I saw some interview with Machina's voice actor, but I didn't see or hear anything about Cask's voice actor, so I guess I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah, and also because, in the promotional art there, it seemed like Cask and Vicious had some kind of like, I don't know, they were there together, so maybe they're gonna have like some epic battle or something. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Okay, I was about to say like, oh yeah, this confirms or fits my theory that Vicious and Cask are the same kind of beings, but yeah, I guess a battle would be cool too.
Yeah, and also like, what is Eleanor gonna do from now on? That's another thing. Because it seems like...
Yeah, I would love to
because
see
she
her.
was like unhappy with, the way this like cult like tried to do things, so maybe she's gonna leave again like in Berseria and do her own thing. So does that mean that she will run into Velvet again, or maybe Laphicet? Or will or will she like team up with entirely different people this time?
Yeah, also this is kind of unrelated, but we did see Lloyd, Janice and Arch together. But was that in the main story or
it was
in the
main
side
story, right? It was in when they did like this the pirate show thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping they would come around soon, but I don't think that they would fit the story now.
Yeah, I don't... it's so weird. I don't understand. Like, they appeared for like 5 seconds and then they were seen like never again. So... I was expecting that we would like get someone's side story and they would be there. But then when we did get, Sophie's side story, but they weren't even there, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really into seeing Genius and Arch together, but I don't know really what they would do together.
Yeah,
so...
maybe, I don't know, because it's also another thing, like, is Genius and Arch still half-elves here, or are they, like, human now? So, I don't know. Yeah, we will have to see. What was the point of showing us that they were there in this random city at one point?
Yeah, especially now that, we aren't there anymore. Are they still there? No one knows.
Yeah, Who do you think will get like next side story? Do you have any ideas?
Milla, probably. Would be
Did
my
we
guess. I'm not super confident about it, but I mean...
Yeah, it could be, but
yeah.
it has been like a long time since we saw her in the main story.
Yeah, I mean... it's mostly because Velvet side story kind of left like unfinished, and we left Velvet in a place where she was maybe kind of questioning if she's going to kill Milla or not, so they have to continue that story at some point, and I think it will happen in Milla's side story,
Yeah,
probably.
but yeah, maybe. But another thing is also that haven't we gotten like, you know, every time like it's switching between like a girl's side story and then a boy's side story or something like that. So because last time was Sophie, is it going to be like a male character next then?
But have we seen
Yeah, but-
anyone? Could we get the side story for the twins, or is it just like old characters?
Yeah, maybe not the twins, right? Because they're going to be in the main story anyway, I would assume. But, well, yeah, I don't know. I guess last male character that we did saw was, you know, Aizen maybe? Or then,
Ooh, true.
you know, the Lloyd and Genius, but I don't know.
Yeah, I would love both of those side stories.
Yeah. I hope we get eventually, you know.
Oh, wait, we did, we met Senel
yeah.
at some point, right?
Yeah.
So he
Yeah,
could
he
be
might
coming
be
back too.
the latest, like, male character from old Tales games we have seen, maybe. And he, yeah, he did say that he was, like, busy with some work, so, yeah, maybe it could be that he's doing something somehow important for the story, maybe, so maybe we'll get it. I'll have to see.
Yeah, I think I have discussed everything I have thought about this first
Yeah,
part of
so
this
I guess
chapter.
we'll be back maybe with the second part.
Yeah, hopefully.
Alright, so yeah, let's continue
Yes.
then.
Bye.
Bye bye.